Yes, after a day in the 40s, we have big time changes coming here to the Southern Valley. As we go through the next 24 hours and really through the weekend and into Monday, 2 rounds of storms will impact the region. It begins for us in the afternoon and evening hours on Friday. It'll be moving in from the west, so our westernmost counties, Jamestown, Valley City through southeast North Dakota, could have some snow accumulations by the drive time on Friday evening. Overnight into Saturday, many of us getting hit with some sizable snowfall potential as we quiet things down for the rest of Saturday and much of Sunday morning. By Sunday night, and particularly on Monday, an additional 2 to 5 inches will be possible across another swath as a second system passes through. So round 1, let's just worry about that by Saturday morning. Notice how close Fargo is to the edge. Western Cass County, Barnes County out towards Stutzman County and the Devil's Lake Basin seeing significantly more snow, 2 to 5 inches, and far west and southern counties toward the Sisseton area could see 5 to 9 inches with isolated spots picking up nearly a foot of very heavy wet snow. So the snowblower will definitely be in order for some. If you're in northern Minnesota, though, looks like a quiet round 1. I'll have details on that round 2 as well and go through it in hour-by-hour style here in just a couple of moments.
Thanks, Hutch. And here's some advice. Make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. A man was found dead today on a lawn in Mahnomen County, Minnesota. The owner of the home in Nadawash told investigators that she found him around 2 this afternoon. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities are not releasing his name until family is notified.
Is there any reason to believe foul play at this point?
No, there isn't. We're not looking for anybody right now. At this point, all we're doing is trying to gather some information.
An autopsy will be performed to determine a cause of death. The bodies of 2 fishermen that disappeared into the icy waters of Lower Red Lake have been recovered. Today, searchers found 29-year-old Dylan Bolio. Yesterday, they located the body of a 17-year-old drowning victim in the same general area. The 2 went missing in early November after their fishing boat capsized. The name of the 17-year-old has not been released. Autopsies will be done to perform the exact cause of death. A man is recovering in the hospital after a domestic disturbance turned into an officer-involved shooting in a South Fargo apartment building. 28-year-old Orlando Estrada was taken into custody around 2 a.m. this morning and is being treated for a gunshot wound. Fargo police officer Jacob Rood said he feared for his life before firing his gun. He's been placed on paid administrative leave. It's the 4th officer-involved shooting in recent weeks in the valley. Fargo Police Chief Dave Todd says officers aren't doing anything differently, and over in Moorhead, police say they believe people are just making bad choices.
Violence is something that we're all aware of, has been on the incline across the country. Even just the fact of the decisions to flee from us in motor vehicles, we've seen increases in that as well over time.
Jacobson adds that the public doesn't see the full picture, as there are many of what he calls near instances where an officer could have drawn a weapon but was able to de-escalate the situation.
I started with the district 3 years ago, and I'm not aware of a time that we've ever had the ability to just feel very comfortable that we would always have substitutes available to fill all spots.
Nearly every day, substitute teachers are needed to cover staff absences. Some days, the Fargo district has to scramble to cover their classes. And matters are being made worse by what's described as a substitute teacher shortage. Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall looks into what that means for students and what's being done to try and fix the issue.
This week alone, 3 out of my 4 days have been with somebody out in some capacity in my school.
The need for substitute teachers isn't new, but the shortage of substitutes is a problem.
I've been in the district 20-some years. It's gotten to be a bigger problem.
It's ongoing. It does get tougher and tougher. On average, we are looking to fill about 90 teaching positions per day with substitutes, and about averaging 8 unfilled teaching positions per day.
When a substitute isn't available, schools will ask other employees, like teachers' aides or counselors, to cover the classroom. But that leaves some children without their normal support system.
It's a trickle-down effect. So we figure out, okay, if we're going to pull a teacher or pull a para, how can we then replace that need for that child with someone else.
To deal with the shortage, the state has relaxed the requirements to become a substitute.
People that just have the 48 postgraduate credits can apply for a substitute license once they go through a background check and pay that fee, which allows people who don't have that traditional education background to become a substitute teacher.
But that puts people without education backgrounds in the classroom. Now, local school districts are coming up with plans of their own to attract and retain substitute teachers.
This year, the district has formed a substitute task force.
We have surveyed our teachers, we have surveyed our subs to say what is it that they need from us.
In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
The Fargo School District says it's looking into several options to bring in more subs, like raising the pay, offering to pay substitutes to attend training, and trying to make substitute teachers feel more appreciated. How stable are the dressers that you have in your home? Later on Valley News Live at 10, how you know how easy it is to tip over the furniture. Up next, what's behind the growing interest in parents choosing a gender-neutral name for their baby?